5, 6, 7, 8.
Essentially, off Mill Road, there will be a public garden and then a fence which is basically open only where the mosque is open. Over there is a ramp which leads down to the underground car park, room for about 82 cars, and also parking for the hearse, the funeral wagon for janazas. So this area, beyond the garden, will be also open. This is the portico, an archway area. So this will be open, but there'll probably be benches, maybe a little bit of planting here. A nice place to hang out in the summer perhaps. And at this point where this bump is, there will be glass marking the actual beginning of the interior of the structure. So this is quite a magnificent way of getting into the building, and hopefully very welcoming. At the moment, the walls that you see on both sides, everything's made of wood, but the next major construction stage is where the wood is clad with brick slips. They come in big metre square blocks, and it will be fixed to it, and it will look like regular brickwork, and then it'll really feel a bit more monumental. Are we all here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. So the portico area, and then the main entrance.
Water there.
Interior area, atrium, which is a space where people also can sit. On that side there'll probably be a few tables, and then they can decide which way they want to go inside the structure. So if you go that way, that's the restaurant cafeteria area, and behind it is a kitchen. We'll see that in a moment. If you take a left, this is the main teaching area. It's set up as 2 rooms, but at the moment it looks like 1. This area can also be used, filled with chairs, if the mosque is not being used to capacity, so that you can have larger lectures, and it has a capacity of about 210, 220 people here. So you can have a small wedding here, or lectures. The speaker will be there, there'll be a screen and a lectern, and this is the main auditorium space, so it's quite flexible. I'll say a little bit about the actual construction. This is actually the first time in the UK when this particular type of construction has been used. It's quite innovative. It's called cross-laminated timber, which, if you can imagine plywood, which is sheets of wood kind of stuck together to form something a bit cheaper than it would be if it was a big sheet of wood. But it's turned into these solid blocks and shaped at the factory in Switzerland and then assembled here on site. There's a few other places in the world where you can see this, but this is the first time this construction method has been applied to this scale in the UK. So it's very interesting, not just for mosque users, but also for architecture students, engineers and so forth. The lighting in the atrium area will mainly be supplied. At the moment, these are blocked by these temporary wooden structures, but that will be open and there will be natural light coming in through a window above in those 4 spaces. So this will be the area where people mainly socialise, and also when you're entering the main mosque space there will be shelves around the walls for people to take off their shoes if they want to do that before going into the masjid, rather than carrying them in and leaving them in shelves in the masjid, which is common in some parts of the Muslim world, so you have different options.
Are those going to be left plain, or?
It's going to be coated, but the colour won't change very much. Over the years, probably it will become a little bit darker.
So then the natural wood would be visible.
Stay as natural wood, yeah. So I guess if we head this way, everybody please stay there.
Can I share it now?
যেন লাইট জ্বালায় সোনো ব্লক করে দেবো হ্যাঁ লাইটটা লাস্টে জি নো 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 মেইন এন্ট্রান্স ইন মসজিদ
This space is designated as the restaurant cafeteria. open and the passers-by can come have a coffee in the morning, and it can be a social space. It can maybe even generate revenue from that in the longer term. It's part of Cambridge students and young professionals, and I hope that the restaurant, whatever form it takes, will be well patronised and will...
Has the restaurant been leased out already?
Sorry?
Has it been leased out already? No. Oh, that's good. Yes.
Are you interested, Situ?
I am interested, yes.
All right. You have to bid for it.
It's a versatile space, so it can be used for other things as well. It could be used for exhibitions, could be used for lectures, depending on what the mosque management decides. If we have to, we can step this way. They'll put in utilities for everything. No gas, just electricity. And just around the corner it's student accommodation, but that's nothing to do with us. That's the border of the where the fence is the boundary. Please everyone stay together.
I'll give some picture.
Actual amount. End of December or early January. End of December or early next year.
This is the second teaching space. The idea is usually the lecturer will stand here. Obviously these wooden surrounds will disappear, so there will be a good ventilation. And also very good exhibition of this local artist. And the walls in the interior, there'll be paneling about this height. 1.2 meters, and then above that is going to be white. So that's a very kind of warm wooden feeling inside.
What type of acoustic you were expecting to be acoustic inside?
I assume in a fairly small space like this, the acoustics will be fine.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Those platforms are going to be taken away as soon.
Yeah.
And then they can open.
And it'll be open
The dome
to
will be
natural light. Yeah.
Are there domes up there or?
It will be a slightly shaped, curved, single sheet of frosted glass. The idea is that we use as natural light as possible to produce electricity consumption.
So this wooden bit will be taken away?
Yes, just the workman.
It will take that wood as well, I was thinking.
How much do
Now, did you get me? Yes, sir.
if you go to the side, there's some written there. How much they assume from the hair, and how much they provide.
Okay, so back in the atrium, gates for the men, for the male area, and the gate on the left is for the sisters. And that takes them through to their ablution area and the other facilities which we might have a look at. But the main area. Windows at the reception point, so visitors, school children, and so forth, they'll know who report here.
Yeah, this one, yeah, definitely. For now,
So we're going towards the room. So alhamdulillah, this is the Cambridge New Mosque project. We're on the site now, going for a tour around the whole masjid area. It's absolutely amazing. It looks amazing, alhamdulillah. And please obviously support us, support the whole Cambridge Mosque project. And inshallah, very soon we're going to be praying here. The plan is, inshallah, end of this year, beginning of January. That's the plan. So make dua, generously to keep donating towards this project, and we'll show you around, inshallah.
Staircase here leading to the roof. Another question that way. Not very interesting. Same as this, but a little bit smaller. Mother and baby changing room, a shower, and also a small treatment room for people who are interested in massage, natural therapies, and so forth, which is one thing that they requested.
This is the very special opportunity. We're just having a tour around the main area of the masjid now. This is the musalla, the place where we're going to be praying the salah. Qibla is towards this way, this side. This is where the minbar is going to be. This is where the imam will stand, and it will, on paper, it's going to accommodate for about 1,000 worshippers. But of course, people will try to make room and space for a few more, maybe. But as you can see, it looks wonderful. The structure is absolutely amazing, and you can just sit here and just be in amazing just by looking at the structure of the whole masjid area. SubhanAllah. There's going to be calligraphy writing across the wall. There's going to be the 99 names of Allah, I believe, going around the entire masjid area. And yes, we're going to have natural light coming in, and it's going to be a place where you can come and just feel, amazing. Just sit down, and you can, just be in that state where you can be just you and Allah, you and Allah. It's going to be, you're going to sense this place to have such an environment where, you can anything that you're going through life, any turmoil that you're going through life, this can be a place where you can come and just draw that connection between you and Allah. You know, this is what the whole idea and the whole intention behind the masjid is. Somewhere where you can come and feel your spirituality elevated. And I think this has been Shaykh Abdul Hakim Murad's vision, and alhamdulillah it's becoming a reality. And inshallah we'll try and get a few words from Shaykh Abdul Hakim as well. He's just standing there. We'll try and get a few words from him very soon. But enjoy watching and looking around the masjid.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Ibrahim Rahman narrating live from the site of the new Cambridge Mosque. And what an honour and a privilege it is to be standing here, to be walking around in this magnificent site. Just remember that this will be Cambridge's first ever purpose-built mosque and Europe's first ever eco-mosque. And it will be using the latest green roofs. It will be using the latest green technology, and it's understood that this mosque will also have a almost zero carbon footprint. So many of you will know that this mosque has been designed by the architects of the infamous London Eye and the Kew Gardens treetop walkway. The architects themselves are also known as Marks Barfield. And as you've been watching throughout this live stream, Shaykh Abdul Hakim Murad has been giving us a tour of the masjid. And as Ustad Saif al-Alam also mentioned, we expect that this masjid will hopefully be completed by the end of this year.
You're not hurry. I know you've seen it before.
No. I'm going to explain about this.
Okay. Guys, lend me your ears.
Excuse me.
One of the big decisions we had to take was the facilities for the sisters, because Cambridge has a lot of sisters who like to come to the masjid. So we formed a committee to find out what exactly they wanted, because I don't know. And they did a survey to find out what kind of area they wanted and what the screen should look like. And this is always a big controversy amongst Muslims, and people, the Turks have one idea, the Pakistanis have a different idea, in Indonesia they don't have a screen at all. It's very difficult to please everybody. So what we did, because the sisters had different views, is to provide different spaces for people who have different expectations. So in the main prayer hall there will be a screen, so women can be on the floor on a level with the men, but at the back, if that's what they're comfortable with. Back here, you have the mother and child room. So these will be glass doors, which are soundproofed. There's a separate mihrab here, so they know the direction of prayer. So you can come to the mosque with your toddler, and you can pray and you can see the prayer, but the noise of the children doesn't disturb everybody. Because that's become a real problem in a lot of masajid nowadays. Screaming babies, it's very distractive.
What about father and child?
Worse than...
What about father and child?
Father and child? Well, I'll leave you to design that. Okay, so they can come in this way or come into the main area. And up here, there is an upstairs zone for the sisters that want to be upstairs, and actually they've got a great view. It's fairly safe. You can walk up, watch your step. Yep. You get the best view in the house from up there. That's good. Take care.
So what do you want to? I don't want to say. Okay. So this is the area for where the sisters will be based in this mosque. So we're just going to take you upstairs and we'll give you an idea of how it looks from up here. So just follow us this way, we'll show you up. Just mind the step, it's a very big step here.
Ibrahim, it's very important for sisters to have space in the masjid as well, so they can, share the same sort of spiritual experience as how men does it.
Absolutely. I mean, I think for a long time we've needed to be more inclusive. It's really good to see Cambridge, which is the centre of education, to be able to have that space where we show that inclusivity, show that progressiveness. We need to do that. It's important that we have this area for women, and hopefully they can play an important part in our hopefully an important part when this must happen.